Welcome to Cell Expression. I'm here in the present of now to talk to you about what's really been going on in my mind. I hate to sound like a preacher, but it's not hard to notice in today's world with everything going on in our society, there are a lot of people that chooses and show no interest in life and almost wishes that it would end today. I'm here to let you guys know I love you. And just because you exist, you truly deserve everything that you want. You know what? Me being 35 years old, I learned a lot about life, yo. You really don't have too much of these conversations with today's youth. You just throw a lot of videos and contents in front of their faces and, you know, game their heads up with these digital games and stuff like that. But most of the things that really matter to people living, like living, how often do you really like have these conversations with a teenager and let them know that, age is not guaranteed and time is not guaranteed neither. The only time we have is in the present of now. So the thing that really bothers me is when you talk to some of these children, man, they're actually sad though, they're sad. They feel unfulfilled. So they turn to stuff like drugs and they find themselves into the wrong crowd. Perfectly raised kids, man. Like I want to say a lot of these kids grew up with bad parents, but it's hard to say that, man, especially knowing what I've been through. A lot of these children don't have bad parents. They just have no guidance. And guidance come on all levels, man. Guidance come physical guidance and inner spiritual guidance. A lot of times people eliminate the spirit from their own journey and then they get lost in their world. And they start to feel to themselves like maybe death is better, like what else is there to live for? But a lot of times is I never see death as a scary thing for 'em. Most people say I'm scared to die, you're scared to die. Let's put it like this. You weren't here before. You ain't going to be here at the end of the day. But the thing is, don't be not scared to die or scared to die. Just a natural thing that we're going to do. But also don't be scared to live. Don't be scared to live. As long as God wake you up every day, you got air in your body. Make sure that you live. You just be thankful. Just be thankful. That's why I go so hard and deeply on self-expression. Because self-expression is the fabric cloth. You take something that's been so knitted together perfectly. You know, every stitch of that counts. If you have one stitch that's falling out of line or a little furry on the side, it pretty much messes everything up. And then our fabrication of our universe, our own self-expression is the universe. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you eliminate yourself from the life process, you feel like life hasn't processed in ways for you, which is not really the case. A lot of times you look so far ahead in your situation and you go, if it's not a good situation, you'll go, cool. 9 out of 10, I probably will be in this situation later on because of this consequence. But each and every day we wake up, we're new. Each and every day we should renew our spirit and wake up with the energy to let us know that yesterday don't exist and today is all we have in the present of now. I'll be your spiritual guide. I'll be your spiritual friend. But one thing I will not be, I won't be your devil sitting on your shoulder. I will never discourage you to not believe in yourself. I'll always make sure you hold yourself accountable. So this is one of the biggest thing about when I learned about how to finesse life. My grandmother used to tell me straight up, she used to say, you gotta make it to get my age. And I felt challenged. Let's be honest with you. I felt challenged. But also felt like a sense of normality. Like felt like isn't that the normal code of our life cycle? You go from baby to toddler, from toddler to a teenager, from teenager to adult, and then you get older. So I learned that not everyone is going to make it to see a great age of 72 years old. With the wisdom and the courage and the will to say, God's still waking me up and pushing me through. Not everyone's going to see that. So that's when I started to realize that time, age really doesn't matter. You know, if you take a child that's later in development, some people would say my child is slow or something normal like that. But in all actual reality, your child isn't slow. The process of the message that you're trying to deliver your child, you just haven't picked up on it. A lot of people don't understand that your child could be an analyzer instead of a person that reacts to everything. Your child might just be a type of person that wants to express the way he feel about what's going on. And a reaction and an expression is two different things. So on my channel, I offer two different things. I offer entertainment and I also offer expression of the self development. So that's what I am specializing in on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel will be the channel that you come to and you talk about expressing things, whether it's a relationship or just a personal feeling that you've been having. Don't keep this stuff in the closet. Don't keep it quiet. If you ever had those suicidal mission and you ever felt like I just can't take it anymore, understand that I am here for your entertainment and also I am here and generally for you. I am one of the loving and caring person. I represent a full brand which is called Umbrella. The way I see the umbrella is I see it as our universal laws. All for one, one for all. I'm for you, you are for me, and we are for the rest of the YouTube community. So there's will be nothing negative on this channel unless it's being expressed in an entertaining way where you will be able to provide your own opinion on whatever it is that I choose to talk about. But the number one mission for this channel is to teach you how to communicate, to teach you how to live your best quality life, to teach you how to say something when it doesn't feel good, when it doesn't feel right, and change it from that moment on. For you don't have to suffer from anything that you'll either do or that you'll have to live through. I am going to be the one that's going to be here for you to talk to you. I'm currently writing a book, a special book for me. And this book would honestly help you because it'll be written in a manner that you could relate to on subjects and topics. The name of the book is going to be called The Lost, A Thousand Redemption of Me. Redemption is a sin. When they say, have God redeemed you? Have you been redeemed for your sins? A lot of us haven't because a lot of us haven't allowed the God, the inner being inside of us to heal us, to save us, and carry us on through the life. We hold a bargain in our soul that carries everything that we reject, everything that we overreact to, every situational thing that did not work out in our favor, and we hold it so embodically inside of us, and our spirit wants to set all of that free before it departs your body. So that way you can have a fulfilling life. This channel done so much more for me, and I know it will do more for you. I was the quiet child. I was the child with the late development skill. I was the over analyzer child. I was the child that wanted to express the way I feel instead of react or give an action to something. I was that child. And now I'm this man, this loving, caring being that care about you and your child and your friends and your sister, your brothers, and your family. And I want all of us, all of us to understand the power of self expression.